Welcome to the lifestyles of the rich and famous. What's up, everybody? It's your boy S.Craft Blends, and I am here hanging out with my brother-in-law, Gator. What's up? Today, I want to show you what success looks like. My man has been a hard-working man for quite some time, and because of his diligence, because of his hard work and his commitment, man, he's got all kind of fun toys that we're going to go look at. And then I want to pick his brain a little bit so that you guys can get some insight about life and also about how to succeed in life. So right now we're in the Mustang GT 5.0 Coyote, and this thing will throw you back in the seat. Anyway, so just hang out with us a little bit. Let's look at some cool stuff. So that's the beauty we just got out of. I said, man, Gator, how often do you drive this thing? He said, every now and then. What we got here?
Supercharged GTO.
GTO. Supercharged. Woo! Look at that there. Got the black rims on it. So tell us what you got, man. Give us a little tour. And
Got the supercharged GTO. Got about 650 horsepower. Manual 6-speed. Fun car to drive. You got Mama 68 Camaro SS.
that's my sister's.
Yeah.
We bought Mama the SS.
Got the big Buick up on the rack. That'll sled.
That's for cruising,
Just
hitting the
ride.
shows.
Then you got a little S10 truck. 600 horsepower small block.
Very
And you
nice.
got the Beauty up under there. Show car. All tricked out, big block.
Mm.
Got the chromed out and polished big block 454. Got some ice cold AC.
That thing's beautiful. You got other cars at the house also? In the back?
Yeah. Right now.
He said, do I want to take a ride in this? I said, yes, sir. Boy, this thing is fast. Yeah, that's fast.
I don't have the nitrous on it yet.
So you got nitrous? Whiplash! Oh my God! Whiplash! This thing would pull you on the street, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So which ride's your favorite ride out of all of them?
I like them all, man. Each one's for a different thing. You can go cruising, you can look good old school, or you can jump in a supercharged one and fly down the road, do a little top end, whatever you want to do, or you can jump in that thing right there and do the quarter mile.
That's what's up.
Just whatever you want to do, whatever you feel like that day.
How long you been in the cars for?
Oh, since I was a kid. I got my first actual car I bought was a 70 Fastback Mustang.
Very nice.
Which I still have it, and it's next in line to be restored.
Very
I got
nice.
a 64 Chevelle Malibu we're doing now, a SS. It's all tubbed out with the big giant tires up under it. We got a LS motor going in it. It's going to have that pro street look with a supercharger on it. It'll be a really fun car. It'll be as pretty as that one, if not better.
That's what's up. All right, so I don't have my microphone on my camera today. We were just kind of hanging out together doing a family function. Today is my mother's, I think, 74th birthday.
Yeah.
And so we came up to Lake City, which is where I lived before I moved to Tampa about 4 years ago. And I was just hanging out at my brother-in-law's house, and you know, I was like, hey man, let me see these rides and all these little toys. So anyways, when we were coming over, I said, you know what, let's go ahead and record some of this. And I wanted to kind of interview him, so if the volume is not all the way there, just try to listen closely, because I feel like it'll really bring value to your life. But this is Gator once again. I introduced him a moment ago. And Gator actually married my sister, how many years ago?
6 years ago.
So about 6 years ago. Now, when I met Gator, my man was totally debt-free. He is a businessman. He works in construction. He owns his own drywall and stucco company. And whenever we first met, he was living in a trailer. Now, mind you, he was debt-free. He had different toys and things that he liked. However, he had the ability to buy all kind of land. He had the ability to buy whatever kind of house that he wanted, cash, to pay it off, which he's done now, being he got with my sister, and she's, what's the word I'm looking for? She likes nice things, let's just put it that way. Whenever I met Gator, he was living in a trailer, but he had enough money to literally, like, buy whatever house that he wanted, but he was, you know, kind of, you know, living in a way that, you know, he was debt free, but he just didn't have all these extravagant things that we, you know, that we want in life. So why is it that even though you had this money, you had a successful business, that you still live that way?
Basically, because it started with a plan a long time ago when I was very young. I wanted to be debt-free at a young age, and my plan was, even though I had a wife and 2 kids, I wanted to be debt-free by the time I was 45. That was my plan. Actually, by the time I turned 40, I became debt-free. And I realized a lot of stuff about the way they manipulate the interest rates and everything. You can waste a lot of money. So I always thought in my head it's better to save the money up and buy something outright than it is to finance it. And it takes a lot of growth, and it takes a lot of maturity to understand, even though I have the money, do I really need it? You know, so I always tell people, if you make a list of things you want, and whether it be furniture or a car or whatever, and you save the money and buy it outright, you can save thousands upon thousands of dollars. So I stayed in that double wide trailer for 25 years. It never bothered me. And in the back of my mind, I said, okay, one day I'm saving to build a house. I will build the house of my dreams that I wanted to do. And once I went through a divorce and everything after 25 years, I got remarried to his sister, my wife Lori, and she jumped on board with the plan wholeheartedly. And I told her from the very beginning, if you trust me about money and you don't worry about money and you listen to me about saving money, we will never want for anything. God will provide and he will make a way. And I believe it wholeheartedly. Even when I was a little kid mowing grass, $5 a lawn, I always had a pocket full of money. It's because I rather save my money than spend it. You can spend it real quick and get that small little gratification, but if you save it, God says He'll multiply it, and I believe He's multiplied it in my life.
He's definitely multiplied it, guys. So let me ask you this. Knowing the life that you have today, and guys, I'm going to show you a little bit of things. His house, hopefully it's not dark yet, but gated house, property, anything that he really wants, he can go buy it cash. God's really blessed his business. But what are 3 things, if you could give just 3 tips or just 3 things that are on your heart to tell maybe a young leader or an entrepreneur or someone that's watching and they're just at a confusing time in their life and maybe they want all these nice things and they think, I need to have it right now. Whatever it is, 3 things that you would tell that person watching.
I think the very first thing I would tell you is patience creates perseverance. Okay, the hardest thing is being patient because we live in a microwave society. We want it now. We think, oh, just because I work, I deserve to have it right now. Well, let me tell you about work. I've been working since I was about 12 years old. I worked on an average of 70 to 80 hours a week. I packed my lunch for 10 years. I saved my money. And all these key things would help align me for success down the road. You have to lay a good foundation in order to have success down the road. The second thing I would say is your mindset. Your biggest battle in your whole life is between your own 2 ears. People telling you can't do something. People saying you're never going to make anything of yourself. That's all bull. You have to get past your own mind. You have to condition your own mind. You have to know that God wants a better life for you. He wants you to have all these things that your heart desires if you put Him first. Okay, and that's just it. That's the bottom line. The problem is people don't want to sacrifice, anymore. All my toys, I've never taken one dime out of my bank account. I bought all this stuff doing side jobs. That's over and above the 70 to 80 hours a week. So, you can do it, but you have to be willing to sacrifice it. And the third thing is the only way you're going to be successful in business is you have to be willing to do what the next guy won't do.
Come on, say that.
Okay, so in other words, if you just want to sit on the couch and eat Cheetos and hang out and watch the TV all day, you ain't never going to get nowhere in life. You got to learn to put some stuff down in order to pick some stuff up. So, that's what I'm saying. In order to be successful, you have to be a go-getter and you have to be willing to go above and beyond to make people happy. And, the biggest thing is paying back. If you help somebody else out, I go help people all the time. I never charge them no money. If they're friends of mine or whatever people I meet that are in need, I believe you have to give back. That's a perk and that's a bonus. God says, I'll give it to you and I'm going to make your cup run over and you're to give to somebody else along the way. That's the bottom line.
Y'all heard it right here. So you were saying a moment ago that basically you worked 70 to 80 hours a week and all the money that came in, from your business, that you didn't buy any toys. You put that money in the bank. You didn't buy any toys with that money that you had allotted, to put in savings.
My full 40-hour check went in the bank. Any of my overtime or side job money, I would keep that to the side. I bought 4-wheelers throughout my life. I bought guns, and I buy a lot of cars. I like cars. And sometimes you buy them really cheap, and you fix them, and you sell them, and you make a little money off it, and then you get something else. It's I don't like selling nothing. I like keeping it all because I like to have a wide variety, and I think I'm able to do that.
Now I'm gonna grab the camera real quick, just for this one, because I wanna hear it in his voice and just catch the whole thing. But anyways, let me ask you a question. How old are you?
53.
53 years old. How does it feel to be 53 and debt free?
It feels amazing. From the first day I became debt free it feels amazing. And I realized at that point, I never wanted to go back in debt again.
So you mean to tell me you are debt free? All these toys you got are paid for, your car is paid for, your house is paid for, property's paid for, and you're just chilling.
I'm chilling.
Enjoying life.
Yep. Making it happen.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Anyways, guys, I had a good time hanging out with my brother-in-law, Big Gator. Come on. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. But until tomorrow, y'all take it easy. Peace. Live every day like it's your last, because it just might be. I'm out.